And today I have the pleasure of speaking to Dr. Nick Hayward, a neuroradiology fellow and researcher in precision neuroscience. Dr. Hayward's medical imaging work focuses on understanding the brain not as a single organ, but as a dynamic network of regions that respond differently to injury and recovery. His research explores how daily physiological changes like sleep, exercise, and even sex differences can impact brain health over time. He is a passionate advocate for moving neuroscience innovation into clinical practice, and Dr. Hayward challenges the traditional mindset of treating the brain as a homogeneous entity and calls for a more personalized and individualized approach or precise approach to brain care. I'm thrilled to have him here to share how advancing brain care and brain science can transform patient outcomes and the future of healthcare. Dr. Hayward, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. I am delighted to be chatting with you.
Catherine, thank you so much for that kind introduction. It's just wonderful to be here, and thank you for the opportunity.
So to kick things off, I would love for you to share what originally drew you to the field of neuroradiology and brain injury research.
I started life as a molecular biologist as a University of Cambridge natural scientist. I did my master's in molecular and cellular biology. And I was coming to the end of my master's program and I thought, where do I want to share this learning best? And I realized that for me, I was most fascinated by the brain because the brain is relatively poorly understood. And this is going back around 20 years now, so a long time ago. And I think because it was so poorly understood, it became the most interesting. And naturally, I moved my research in the direction of neurosciences for my PhD studies. I was also keen on technology, though, as well. And I felt that in order for science to be relevant for society, it's just absolutely crucial to have technology that you can share with society. And I wanted to become a technologist at the same time. So it just made sense, like a natural harmony between neuroscience and technology is neuroimaging. The opportunity to use scanners, medical imaging to study the brain, both in research, but also in clinical settings as well. So that's kind of how I started to get into it after my research career. Neuroradiology came a little bit later as a clinical specialty because I actually went to medical school after my PhD. I came back to the UK. I've been in Finland for my PhD, and I came back to the UK to Imperial College London, and I did my medical program there. And since then, I've done a number of different roles in medicine and healthcare, but specifically now, I've been able to bring my interests in imaging and clinical practice together by working as a doctor in neuroradiology currently. And I think in all honesty, the motivation is that these specialties allow me to share my own expertise as much as possible with society.